Hi everyone, this is Umair Usman, the cognitive consultant. I help people manage their weight, reduce their anxiety, and improve their performance. Today I'm going to talk about self-hypnosis, but a new technique of self-hypnosis. So in traditional self-hypnosis, what we do is, I'll start with an example. Let's say you want to improve your academic performance. So in traditional hypnosis, you would give yourself suggestions to relax, to induce hypnosis, to deepen yourself, and then go on to give suggestions about, say, academic performance, post-hypnotic suggestions about confidence, memory, and so on. And then you take yourself out of hypnosis once again. Now, this new technique argues that one should not be putting conscious effort during the process of hypnosis. It is only your subconscious mind that should be working, and you yourself should not be putting any conscious effort. Now, if you take this premise, then this technique probably is much better. But I'm not saying that. I'm just going to give you the technique. But the premise is that you don't have to put conscious effort into your hypnosis. So, the technique that I've come across many times in literature, I can't even give you a proper one-person reference because it is so commonly used and talked about, discussed. Although, full disclosure, I have not come across academic literature where this technique was used. Anyway, let's get back to the technique. The technique is that if you have suggestions for academic performance, you write them down first. So, you would write down your goal, what you want to achieve, and suggestions about improving concentration, about improving focus, about making sure that you do the work that is necessary, anything and everything that you think and feel has to do with the outcome you need. On top of that, what I would want to do is also to give suggestions to my subconscious mind to resolve any deep-rooted issues that are associated with that problem. Anyway, so you have those suggestions, your goals written down on a piece of paper. You read them again and again and again. You read them as often as you want, making sure they're truly impressed on your mind. Once you've done that, do that for 2-3 minutes, read the hypnotic suggestions, and then you put yourself into a hypnotic state. Then you induce hypnosis, you deepen it, perhaps even go into a safe place, and stay there for as long as possible. And let your mind do the work. This could take 2 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't really matter. And for that reason, it might also be advisable to do this just before you fall asleep. You read your suggestions just before you fall asleep, then you give yourself a hypnotic induction, and then just wake up in the morning. Once again, the premise being that you yourself must not do any conscious effort during this hypnosis, or at least minimize it as much as possible. Now, is this better than the traditional self-hypnosis technique? I will not say that. I don't think it is better. I think perhaps everybody has their own preference, depending on what they're going through, depending on what they believe about hypnosis, depending on many factors. So this might be a technique that would be beneficial for a lot of people who do not want to put conscious effort into self-hypnosis and might not also want to make a recording at the same time, because making a recording is the other technique to use to make sure you don't have to put conscious effort. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, you can leave it to me in the comments below. Thank you very much. This was Umair Usman, and I will see you next time.